Hey guys, what's going on? I figured I'd just record a really quick video in my office before I have to leave. And there was something really important that I've been thinking about. And there's a saying that I've heard countless times. It goes along the lines of knowledge is power. And as the one of the best investors in the world has always said, the more you learn, the more you earn. And I think that's totally true. But the thing that's always missing in these sayings and these quotes is 99% of people, they never learn how to learn. They never learn how to properly memorize or think creatively. And that's a huge problem because a lot of people will go out there, try to learn all this knowledge, and they tend to get discouraged because they can't retain a lot of it. And it's not their fault. Most of them were never taught how to do this. And it's a very big problem with the educational system, and it's something that I'm trying to solve and other people are trying to solve. And just the way the educational system is structured, because it goes through a lot of bureaucratic nightmare with the government and everything, it's just very difficult to implement and fix. So I think that's where people and systems like mine come in to help people. I'm not the only one doing this. There are several other people out there doing it as well. For example, Anthony Metivier or Jonathan Levi. We have our own niches, our own way of doing things, and we focus on different things. So some things you can do to learn how to learn is, most importantly, what all of these involve is learning how to memorize, because that's what the learning process is for your brain. It all goes into your semantic or your experiential memory. So just understanding how this works, understanding how to speed read, how to use different techniques such as the mind palace or visualizations, the linking method. There's tons of them out there. You just want to understand how your brain works, how your intelligence works, and how you can get it to work for you. Because if you go out there and you start reading all these books, you might start hitting a brick wall with how much you can retain. And just imagine how much more prosperity or potential that you'll have if you can retain, 2 times or 5 times more information and you absorb it like 10 times faster. Just imagine what you can do. You could think of this analogy. Imagine you have a waterfall of information coming down, and people who aren't taught how to learn or don't naturally know how the learning process works, it's like having a little tiny bucket down here. You can't contain that much information. But for someone who completely understands how they learn, only maybe like 5% of people naturally know how this works for themselves. It's like having a huge container that just keeps going on, down and down, so they can absorb much more information. But the important thing to remember is, through the process of neuroplasticity, you can change the way your brain works. You can rewire it to relearn how to learn, and then instead of having a little tiny bucket down here, you're going to have a whole storage container. You're going to be able to absorb information, 5, 10 times faster. And just imagine how much more potential you'll have for learning and applying that to yourself. And another important thing that learning how to learn does is your creativity. By learning how to learn, you understand how your creativity works and how you can apply it to your thoughts and your ideas. And this allows you to take the knowledge that you're learning and apply it to yourself, your business, or your career. So I hope this quick little video was helpful for you guys to understand how exactly learning how to learn will help the knowledge that you build and help your potential for learning and prosperity.